Santiago McNeil, and this is Facebook Live with the Empowerment Duo. I am having a little bit of technical difficulties, but if you're watching us now, you know that sharing is caring. Brian's gonna come over here for a moment, but he ain't gonna stay. We're gonna figure this thing out. You're not gonna just stand over here
until we get the intro in, baby. Go ahead. I want to go back over there.
I want you to go back over there.
Good morning. My name is Brian McNeil.
This is Lisa Santiago McNeil.
And thank you for joining us on our show. Let's talk about it. We come each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN Network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Ja. Like.
Good morning. Good morning.
Remember, sharing is caring. I'm going to try to get somebody else on the screen with you this morning. And we are experiencing some technical difficulties. Not to be outdone by technology, we're going to bore through it anyway. So this morning is Tuesday. Talk About It Tuesday, and we are going to be talking about
We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it too. First off, good morning to you all. I don't want to be over here. I want to be over there. But anyway, we're in the studio today, and I don't have all my tools. So what Lisa's playing with here and trying to do is figure out a way I can do it on her cell phone, either hers or mine. Anyway, but we do have a subject today, and we got some guests in the studio today. Woo woo! We got some guests in the studio. We got a beautiful married couple, but they more than just married. They are powerful business people, and they brought us another gift. Their beautiful daughters in the studio as well. So we're gonna bring them on the camera at 9:30.
Lots and lots of co-producers today.
Yep, they look good in the green room. I see them there now. But today our show topic. Good morning, Josh. Our show topic is why you gotta show up. You gotta show up to stuff. I mean, more than half of life's success is just showing up.
All right, go over.
I'm going. All
right. Okay. Hey, good morning, Monique. Welcome back to the U.S. Miss International Comedian Author Extraordinaire. We're always excited to have you.
Where was she this time?
She was the Bahamas cruise. We were trying to go.
We were supposed to go.
Yeah, we couldn't get out of some other stuff. You got it turned. You're gonna have to turn it. So you can't turn it on that. Right now you're on the side of your head. So you're gonna need to turn it.
I got it.
There you go.
Dang.
There you go. Now we can
I just may have to hold y'all.
Yep, you're gonna have to hold it.
I'm gonna work this out.
No, I don't think you can work it out.
Anyway.
Right now we're looking at your ceiling, bro. So there you go. Make it happen.
I got this.
You don't have magic, bro. So anyway, Monique, we're very proud of you. Welcome back. I can't wait to hear more about everything that you did on your trip. And today, goodness gracious, do you know that you're alive and you're bouncing the people all around on the screen?
I'm trying to figure this thing out. Yeah.
So we are excited to have you in the building with us.
All right, I'm ready now. We're good. Can you see me good?
Yeah.
All right, good. Let's go to work.
Let's go to work.
I am excited to be on here today with Lisa and with our guests in the audience. You know, we talk about this. We've talked about this on the show before. How do I get rid of this thing?
Talked about the importance of
showing up for things.
Yeah.
You know, there have been there's things that come to you, opportunities that come to you. You know, we're having this training on this or that. What the heck is this thing? We have the training offered this or that. We have this seminar offered on this or that. And you always have a choice, either go or not go.
Yeah.
And what I want to say to you this morning is all of the fruit happens when you go.
Absolutely. And it doesn't matter. Like some people think, well, I'll let such and such go and
they'll tell me
about it. Nobody can share with you what you missed.
That's like trying to describe a great concert. How do you do that?
I think of it as trying to describe what a banana tastes like. If you've never had a banana,
right? How can you?
And you try to describe a banana to someone who's never had a banana, it's impossible.
Yep.
You've got to be there. It's something you've got to experience for yourself. And now, especially as entrepreneurs, one of the really, really critical things we've been talking about is we've been talking about goal settings and we've been talking about moving forward and projecting for 2019, how critical it is to actually put socializing, networking on your agenda and actually going. So not just
now,
say,
you heard what she said,
do it.
Putting socializing and networking on your agenda.
Absolutely.
Planning it out. We're in holiday season.
And strategically. Right? Because you might want to go to all the fun stuff, but there's no money there.
But if there's somebody that you know that you want to meet and they're having something, you want to show up to that person's event.
Right.
Definitely.
Part of that is understanding who your ideal client is.
Yep.
Who is the right person for you to be in.
I try to go to all the good Christmas parties. Okay. If this corporation's doing a party, that company's doing a party, our friends throwing a Christmas party, holla, I'm going.
Speaking of which, this year, the Empowerment Christmas or Holiday Gala is on December the 22nd.
It's going to be nice.
Save the date for
the Hidden Treasures again. We did it at Hidden Treasures. Would that be technically Huntersville?
Mm-hmm.
Hidden Treasures in Huntersville. We did it there. We've done 3 events there so far, and they always treat us so well, and they really, really know how to put on a good event there. So we're going back to Hidden Treasures.
So why are we talking about showing up today? So this is the first Friday.
Yes.
So we do want you to show up this first Friday for networking at the Empowerment Circle. That's right,
at the Empowerment Circle. We've gone to once a month. I missed you guys. We used to do it every week, but we've gone down to once a month. And we're only going to do it the first Friday of each calendar month. And this happens to be the first Friday of this calendar month. And we're going to get it in. We're going to bring our favorites back. We're going to bring our alumni back. We're going to open up the doors for somebody new to come and network with us at 933 Louise Avenue inside the Advent co-working space at 12 noon. It starts at 12 noon. You'll have an opportunity to be heard. You'll have an opportunity to hear others. You'll have an opportunity to learn some things. And it'll be networking unlike any other. People have told us that for years. Our networking events are like no other. So
absolutely.
We're looking forward to that.
So I have that address on the screen now. You'll be able to see it.
Amen. 2 Saturdays ago, not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before last, I was in New York. And I spoke at the Small Business Boot Camp for Women. And I was the only man on the agenda to speak. It was all women. And they had great vendors. They had great speakers with amazing content. But there was an electricity in the air. You know, the electricity, the feeling in the air. Everyone was positive. Everyone was supportive of everyone. You felt accomplished just being in the room. And I heard that over and over again. And then trying to describe to someone what it's like just to be amongst the saints. You know, the only kind of people that would go to an event like that, who would go to a small business boot camp for women? Women that are serious about their business, right?
Absolutely.
Who would go to an entrepreneur's event? Only entrepreneurs that are serious.
Serious about growing their business and taking them to the next level and understanding the importance of preparing, making sure that you're surrounded by the right energy, the right information, and you can share from there if you can master holding both that I've already shared. It's critical as an entrepreneur to be evergreen.
Mm-hmm. Green and growing instead of ripe and rotting.
Absolutely. And really making sure that you reach out to the resources that you need. And these type of events, like the ones that we're going to bring our guests on and talk about.
I can't wait to talk about
these type of events give you the opportunity to see some of the things that you may or may not even realize that your business is missing. Because so often we're heads down. We're the ostrich with the head in the sand. You're just plodding along, doing what you do best.
Yes.
And missing out on some of the components that are not your best.
And you can't see it. You can't see it by yourself.
That's why coaches and consultants are so critical.
When you're in a vacuum like that, you'll miss out on opportunities. You have to get amongst others that are doing, other ascenders, other upwardly mobile people, other thinkers. You know, that event was great, but this one upcoming, this Thursday and Friday here in Charlotte, there's an event called Entrepreneur City Live, and it's put on by an amazing couple, Miss Danielle Fitzpatrick Clark and Mr. Eric Clark. Now, those two people, they have launched a thing here in Charlotte, a big thing in Charlotte. It's called Entrepreneur City Live, and they have assembled an amazing collection of speakers and trainers. They had 12 when I discovered it. And I discovered it from one of my friends who doesn't even live in the city, reached out to me and said, hey, Brian, Sean Douglas. Sean Douglas, shouts out to Sean Douglas. He goes, hey, Brian, they're having something here. Now, at the risk of coming across immodest.
I don't think you have an immodest bone in your
mouth. I do, baby. I do.
I doubt it.
I do, baby.
There's no immodest bones.
Well, it said.
Good morning, Pamela Howard.
I couldn't imagine. I said they have 12 amazing speakers and presenters in my city, and I'm not one of them.
Right.
And that did not sit well.
Where they do that at?
Where they do that at? Because, I've been speaking a lot. In the past year, think about where we've been this year, baby, speaking. We've been in New York, New Orleans. We've been to Texas. We've been D.C. a bunch of times. We've been to Charlotte a bunch of times, Atlanta, Lawrenceville. We've been all over the place doing our thing, putting in good work, and the reviews and what people say. And, I'm starting to feel like my game, I'm sharp right now. I'm sharp. I've been speaking a lot. So I'm ready. I'm on top of my game.
All that immodesty.
Yeah. So I'm ready to bring it. It's not bragging if you can back it up.
It's not. You're right. And you do bring it.
I bring it. So it's brought.
Close your camera up. I'm going to bring
Close my camera up?
Hold your camera up. Right. Yeah, you're looking up your nose. I don't want to look up your nose.
Either up your nose into your brain. You gonna bring that? What time is it?
Yeah, it's almost 9:15.
Okay. Well, Eric's not in the room, so let's wait until he comes back. It's 9:12.
Is he gonna come back, or is he out there?
He took the young lady to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. I thought he.
Okay, we're gonna bring them in together, baby.
Went trying to keep her quiet. I told
this is what happens. You got two people wanting to be director,
and they're not. Because on-air talent, we talk about this all the time.
Here we go.
Producer, director, on-air talent.
I can't see any comments.
That's okay. I got the comments.
Do you have the comments? Okay.
Yeah, we're caught.
I want to talk to the people about, have you ever gone to an event that impacted your life greatly? That impacted your life in such a way that you were so glad that you went? Absolutely. Have you, Lisa?
Absolutely. I have been to several events. One that I shared with you was the client attraction event that I went to
in Florida.
Yes, in Florida. Mm-hmm. That was 2 years ago, and it still impacted my life, my business's growth and development. And it was a large investment for me to make at that time in my business, but it actually was a catalyst to moving me to the next level.
And listen to what Lisa said. Lisa said it was a large investment for her. This was down in Florida. You were living in Charlotte, mm-hmm. but you were willing to invest a chunk of money to go down there. Is it too personal to ask how much money you spent to go and get back?
Well, I think
all told.
Well, I don't mind sharing it, but I think what's even more important was that I did not have the money.
Okay.
I did not have the money to go at that time at all. Like I didn't have the
I didn't have the money for room, for a place to stay. Mm-hmm. You had money to eat, but you had your ticket though.
We garnered the circle of people who believed in me and who wanted to see me succeed in it, and they paid for me to get there.
Okay.
And
how much was it though for the ticket?
I want to say it was like $750, $800.
Okay, so say $750 for the ticket to the event.
Yeah, to the event. But that was not hotel. That was the event. And I had packed a pocketbook full of crackers and a sundress wrapped up in a ball in my bag. And I had planned to sleep in the hotel. There's always nooks and crannies. And I'm just going to hide out and sleep in the hotel. And I'm going to go to the events and I'm going to, whatever hors d'oeuvres they have laying out, that's going to be what I eat.
Wow.
And I am going to glean from the master who at the time she was the master in my mind, Fabienne, just whatever she was giving out. And I was going to figure out how I got back because I only had a one-way ticket.
She had a one-way ticket on a flight.
That's right.
She flew down there on a one-way ticket. She had no money.
I had money no for
food,
the event.
No place to stay.
Nope.
Now, who would do that?
Good morning, Bill.
The only kinds of people that would dare do that are champions. Only champions would do that because champions are willing to sacrifice. Champions are willing to endure and suffer even just for the sake of getting in there.
Yeah.
So
you making Josh sick with your moving your kid. You said you're giving him motion sickness.
Ja, you've been in a party before, Ja. Don't act like this makes you sick. You've been in a party, you've been on a boat. Come on, man. I'm holding this in my hand the whole time.
It in his hand. It was set up improperly. But we make.
I don't have a stand or nothing, man. Come on.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right. But yeah. So I got there, and it was just favor. That's right, Bill. It was showing up on faith. I got there. I gleaned everything. I took copies of everything, and then
you found a place to stay.
Favor.
Talk about it.
Favor. Like people were attracted to me at this event. Good morning, Judy.
As they are everywhere we go.
And this one lady said, I have got to take you to lunch and pick your brain. And I'm like, I hope that in my head, I hope that means you're also paying.
She said, take you.
Yes. I can't even make the false, I'll get it. No, you get it. No, let's go mess it all up.
Can't even play that off.
Can't play that off. So she took me to lunch and paid for my lunch, and I coached her. And this was so critical because I knew what I knew, but I didn't have faith yet that people would pay for what I knew.
I remember
and
that
I
time.
didn't know how to monetize it or even to ask for the money or any of those things.
But someone saw something in you early in that day.
Well, a lot of them did.
But someone wanted to pick your brain.
Yes.
They valued what you had more than you did at that moment.
Absolutely. It was an amazing unfolding.
So go ahead and tell the story about how you end up with a room.
So this lady wouldn't stop following me around.
The same lady took you to lunch?
No, another lady.
Another lady was following you around?
Yeah, she was following me around, and she like everybody was getting ready to go up to their rooms for the night. And she was like, what floor are you on? And I was like, well, I said, well, there's been some misunderstandings with my hotel, and I don't know if they're going to be able to find a room for me. And in my mind, it's like, yeah, because they don't give out free rooms.
Right.
And she says, well, I have an extra bed in my room. And so I had a room for the conference. I ended up sharing a room with her.
Wow.
And one person after the other paid for my meals. And I promise you, I did not shake the can. I was not advocating as if, I'm this needy person. They were actually needing time with me. And then at the end of the whole thing, at the end of the experience, I did the most tremendous leap of faith, which was to actually sign up for this $12,000 program.
So now, she signed up for the $12,000
program. Had no money.
That Brother Brian ended up paying for.
Not so much. Don't even try it.
Baby.
Don't even try it. No, you did not pay for it.
Baby.
You did not pay for it.
This was happening this happened in 2015. Now, I love this story because there's a lot of lessons in this story. And I think it's appropriate for today.
Yeah.
Showing the value of showing up for stuff.
The value of showing up and making sacrifices.
Now look what happened there. It would have been so easy for you not to show up.
Absolutely.
You had every reason not to show up. I don't have any money. I don't have a way back. Great excuses.
Absolutely.
No one would have felt bad. I mean, thought less of you if you said, no, I'm not going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that led to me publishing Discovering Your Why, because that was the first challenge. That was the first homework assignment.
The first homework assignment of this course was Lisa's first book, Discovering Your Why, which turns out to be an Amazon bestseller. This book right here.
As a result of that, because the coach said, everybody, I don't care how you do it, hook or by crook, you publish by June 15th. By June of 2015, and I will promote your book on my platform. I will share your book on my, social medias and all of that, but it has to be done by this date.
Now, I met Lisa June of 2015. Mm-hmm. That's when I met her. She published this book.
It had to be done by June of 2016.
I met her June of 2015. Mm-hmm. She published that book May of 2016.
Yes, just by the skin of my teeth.
Now, in May of 2016, she published this book. And in June of that same year, Lisa published this book.
Because he was not to be outdone.
My first book called The Shortcut, the fastest route to selling your services better than you ever have before so that you can earn more money than ever before. This got published in June of 2016. So within 2 months' time, we both were authors, of great books. And both of those books ended up being Amazon bestsellers. In August of 2016, this book got published, Asking for the Money, How Anyone Can Close More Sales, Even You. And it's written by Brian McNeil as well. And this came next?
I think so.
I think in September, we published Lisa's first children's book, Why Rhinos Make Great Salespeople. You know, the tiniest little acorn.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Tiniest Little Acorn was written because discovering your why was so raw.
Yes.
That some of the people.
This book has some
at the time I was really in a traditional church, and some of the messages, because it was about my personal story, and I don't care how much God cleans it up, you started where you started, and I didn't want to write a fake story. So I wrote the truth, but it was a little bit too truthful for some of the churchy people who wanted everything to be whitewashed. And I didn't have whitewashing brush. So I wrote the children's book to really explain it in a way that could be better digested.
And it's a great story.
Absolutely.
And Lisa tells it fantastically. So if you want to book her to tell that story, lucky you. It'll bless everyone in the room. In January of 2017, this book was birthed. Why Rhinos Make Great Salespeople, featuring Mr. Randall the Rhino. This is my children's book. And it tells a story about a parallel between rhinoceroses and great salespeople or great entrepreneurs.
Is it rhinoceroses or rhinoceri?
Yes. So anyway, but that's my children's book that I feature, and a lot of people love that book. I love when parents send me pictures of their children holding my book or reading the book.
Absolutely.
Keep them coming. And then this book came out this year.
Yes.
I think it came out in May.
Raised by Chickens.
April.
Precious said, I love when Lisa tells the story. Thank you, Precious. I do enjoy telling that story.
April or May of this year, the latest children's book by Lisa came out.
Better flip this on. That's okay.
Yeah, make sure it says recording in session, please.
They're fine.
Anyway, Raised by Chickens, Lisa's children's book came out. Okay.
And that story was really prompted by a beautiful young lady who was feeling like, nobody was supporting her anymore. And the story just talks about how sometimes the people in your life have reached their maximum effective range in being able to support you. And then you have to reach out, going back to showing up.
Showing up. Reach out, show up. I think it's Woody Allen that gets the quote. 80% of life is just showing up. Or some people say 50% of life is just showing up. If you just show up to stuff, you get blessed. Especially if you're showing up for something where there might even be an inkling of something that's going to benefit you.
Absolutely. Let me go ahead and read Bill's comment.
Sure, please.
He said, I just got another key. Show up and don't hide. I have shown up on faith, but didn't stand on that faith. So I hid who I was and people didn't see me. Thanks for sharing that story again. I now can hear it. Absolutely. And that was a critical part also of showing up at that event. I was loud and present at that event. There was about 1,000 people at that event.
But you stood out.
But I stood out. I mean, the blonde mohawk
shine.
Probably didn't hurt.
Now, at the time, Lisa was rocking, y'all. She was rocking a tall blonde mohawk. It was way up here.
Yeah.
Yep. That was the look she had. Shaved sides, blonde mohawk. That's the look she had when I met her.
Yes. Absolutely. But
so how you gonna not stand out like that?
Showing up in my truth was critical at that time. Not apologizing for who I was and what I knew, and being willing to venture forth in that truth and utilize it to empower others. Carmelita has a comment also.
Go ahead, please.
She says, or show up and stay. I've shown up and dipped out without making my presence known. Wasted time. Yes, absolutely.
I'm glad you read that. Show up, yes, but don't show up late. Show up early and stay to the end. There are so many people that they call it fashionably late. We have some friends that show up late to everything. Yes. They show up to everything we do, but they show up late to every single thing we do. I'm not calling out anybody's names, but they know who they are. And they always miss the beginnings. They always miss some good stuff. Yeah. And then trying to tell them what they miss always falls flat. Okay? Show up. Yeah, it's time. 'Tis the season. Now, we've been talking about showing up. I also want to say thank you for reading Carmelita's comment. Not only showing up and your comment about being very present, very positive, very loud, very seen, but also being willing. You said the word willing a few times there.
Willing to be a little uncomfortable too.
Willing to be a little uncomfortable, willing to put out your truth, willing to go forward and do something great and something big. The couple that we have in studio right now, they have been willing. They've been willing to show up.
That old dark 30 in the morning fighting traffic.
And it was crazy traffic this morning. We left in what we thought was plenty of time, and we got here barely in time. Yeah. You know, but not only have they been willing to show up, but they also been willing to use their gift, skills, and talents to do something big.
Yeah.
They have put together a great event, and I'm so excited to be a part of it. I reached out to them and said, please, 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 can I be a part of this event? And they said, all right. But please, let's bring them up right now. Awesome. Mr. Eric and Sister Danielle Fitzpatrick Clark. Woo! And bring up Sister Scarlett.
Say hi.
Just stand in front of Daddy for just a moment.
She's usually much louder than that.
Okay, there you go. So we can see your pretty face. There you go.
Yes,
that's a crew.
The whole crew
is everybody on camera?
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. So before we start grilling you guys and all that, please introduce yourselves however you see fit, how you want to.
Yeah. Do you want us to look in the camera?
Yes, that camera, please.
Hi, everyone. I'm Danielle Fitzpatrick Clark. I am a 10-year overnight success in the making.
That's right. That's how long.
Took me 10 years to get where I am now. Serial entrepreneur. I've been started as a copywriter. Started as a copywriter, magazine article writer. Then went into digital marketing because I like to get my hands in everything. I like to know how things work.
Me too.
And then went into production, so helping people produce online and offline events.
Okay.
And then just came out as a business coach because I like to help. I like to serve and to share
introduce
strategy.
your company name too, please.
Yeah. So we just umbrellaed all three of my companies into one called Entrepreneur City. And I brought this amazing guy home from corporate.
That amazing. She brought him home from corporate.
To help me with this huge undertaking because what I started off with in 2018 is go bigger. That was my one word. I'm like, I'm going to throw go bigger instead of just bigger. Go bigger.
Go bigger.
That was my
thing
that was my thing this year. And
watch out for that cup.
And I told him, I said, I'm going big this year. Come play. So that'll lead into him.
Okay.
Hey everyone, I'm Eric Clark. I am very new to entrepreneurship. I started off as an engineer. I decided to go to grad school for business strategy, finance. I've been in corporate America for the last 6 years. Did some strategy consulting. Been in a lot of Fortune 500 companies. But while I was traveling and doing all that crazy stuff, Danielle was building this fantastic business at home. So she brought me home. It made more sense to stay home than go to work. So we've been building this out all year, and it has been an amazing journey. Lots of highs, a couple lows, that roller coaster that every entrepreneur goes through. But
and that's why it takes some resiliency. And that's why not everyone can do it.
Yeah. Some days I'm the rock, some days she is. But
yeah, it's awesome that you guys are together. So introduce this event Thursday and Friday. Because I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
I'll hand her off.
That's all right.
This is what we do. This is what we do.
This is the chairman of the board, by the way. This is Scarlett. She runs
with a bundle of energy.
Oh yeah, she's really contained right now for her. She's usually running around. So Entrepreneur City is the gathering of experts and talent to help entrepreneurs on their journey. I have to say, this has all been pretty fascinating for me 10 years into entrepreneurship. And then to bring him home his first year and watch him.
Fascinating, right?
Yeah, I say fascinating. He's done a wonderful job. And it's just been watching.
And you don't mean that in a patronizing way, do you?
No, I know. He's done, my first year.
She didn't pat me on the head or anything. Good job. You're doing great. She meant it.
Pat on the back.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
But yeah, it's been fascinating to be a 10-year veteran of entrepreneurship and knowing, like, oh gosh, he didn't know what he was getting into when I brought home. He had no idea. So we've been building this for a year. We've been planning this for a year.
Okay.
And I really wanted to bring in not just wonderful speakers, but people who are experts in their field of genius, people who know and have produced something incredible. And they have these tips and tactics that they share with their clients. And I'm really good at getting it out of them. Like, can you give us all your good secrets and on stage? And I'm like, let me give you a platform. So absolutely. I really love building platforms. I'm what I call a reluctant leader.
Okay.
I like to stand out on the platform, but I like to bring people with me. So,
yes, absolutely.
So that's what we're doing with Entrepreneur City.
Hang on a second.
So, yes, go ahead.
And we have brought in celebrity speaker Laura Langmeyer. So she works with the stars like Oprah and Dr. Phil and T.R. Ecker. I mean, she has a whole list of people that she helps them in.
Oh, wow.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
All right. So what we're going to do, because I didn't even check, okay? Tell them we're going to take a 5-minute commercial break and be right back.
All right. That's what we'll do. We're going to take 5 minutes and we'll be right back with you. Hang tight, come back. We'll send out the notifications and make sure that you take this time to check out the website. The link is on the screen for Entrepreneurs City Live. So while we're in this commercial break, you can check out the website and get registered because these speakers are going to be bringing you exactly what you need to take your business to the next level. And it's right here in the Queen City.
I didn't check.
All right, here we go. So getting back to Bill, you said there's no sound. My bad. Thanks, Bill. There you go.
This is exciting.
Is the sound back
Can I put it
now?
down here?
Yeah. Is the sound back now? There we go. Just lean it back.
Yep.
Here we go.
All right. You guys look good.
You look all right?
All right.
We're back. We're back at it.
All right.
Putting our heads together.
You should have heard Danielle swearing off screen. She lost her mind.
Please forgive us. We did not book our room. So when you don't book your room, the person that did book the room, they have every right to the room.
Absolutely.
So we had to get our butts out of there.
Yeah, there you go. So Bill says he can hear now. Great, we're fine. We can definitely hear you guys and see you
Let
guys.
me hear you guys say something. So
Yes, all right.
can you hear them?
Yep.
Because they're that camera.
Yeah,
That's their mic over
Good.
there.
All right.
Okay, good.
All right.
There's your
perfect.
mic, so we should be able to hear you guys fine.
Absolutely.
Now, where were we?
We were talking about Entrepreneur City Live and all of the great speakers that have been.
We're about to introduce some, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just talked about our Laura Langmeyer keynote.
Who?
Laura Langmeyer.
Who's Laura Langmeyer?
Oh yeah, she's the money coach for the celebrities. So she and which I love saying because like she helps like Dr. Phil, Oprah, T. Harv Eker. I mean these are billionaires
Yes.
she works with. So
6 and 7 figures.
You probably can learn something from her.
oh yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
It's been kind of a treat because like I got her phone number and I'm like, you're giving me your phone number? She's like, yeah, just text me. I'm like, oh.
How cool is that?
That's very cool.
I wasn't expecting that. I'm like, oh, this is just okay. I got to keep this phone away from the kids because you know they like to take pictures and text message people. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
man.
no.
That's
So I
all
had
we need, right?
I know. I had to put the lock on that fast. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm gonna have to figure out my phone
Right.
this time. But yeah, she's incredible, and I love her story because she's very similar to me. She started off on a Nebraska farm, and I started off on
Wow.
a Maine farm. I'm a farm girl too,
Really?
and yeah, I know, right, in the big city, and
She's got a lot of great programs. She's done
Yeah.
a tremendous amount of work in this area, and
yeah.
I know we're looking forward to having her here and just learning from her and getting that experience.
Absolutely.
And it's like you guys have been saying all along, showing up, getting that experience,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
helping learn and build your business.
Yeah.
Now, Lisa and I, when we show up to events, like we go to a 2-day event or a 3-day event, we
Yeah.
go for the whole thing
Yeah,
because we want to glean from the others.
absolutely.
And what that has done for us, like when we went to Corpus Christi, Texas for the Chamber of Commerce thing,
Yeah.
it was a 3-day event and we were only booked to speak one day, like on that Thursday, but we showed up like Tuesday. And we did videos for them. We told them we're there to work. We'll help you out anywhere you want. We did videos for them. We had opportunities to participate in other things. All those opportunities came because we were there
Absolutely.
and we were present. When I went to New Orleans in August, I was in New Orleans speaking at BIG, Blacks in Government 40th Annual Training Conference.
Mhm.
And I was scheduled to speak. It was a Tuesday through Friday event. And I was scheduled to speak on Thursday. And I showed up Tuesday night. And I told them, I'm here. I'm ready to go to work. I ended up speaking 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
every time I spoke, they bought everything I had.
Yeah.
Okay. And I earned so much more money just because I showed up.
Yeah.
And so this event right here, say they want to hear Laurel.
Yeah.
They want to hear Laurel. And they should
Yeah.
come to hear Laurel.
Yeah.
But I'm
absolutely.
encouraging them to come for the whole day.
Absolutely.
Get the whole thing.
Absolutely.
Because there are other speakers that have different specialties on the
Yeah, it's incredible the amount of differentiation between which we were very conscious with. Sorry, he has to go and sit down.
It's fine.
So we have everything that you could possibly need in entrepreneurship because it really is a holistic approach with entrepreneurship.
Talk about it.
Yeah, we can absolutely talk about like Facebook ads. We do have a Facebook ads strategist coming
Awesome.
on. But you can't do the strategy unless you have the motivation and the mindset work too. So we have those coaches that are coming in and teaching about mindset and motivation. And on top of that, we have people who are talking about social media, very specific parts of social media. Mark Mawhinney is teaching about Facebook groups. He grew his organically quickly to 15,000 on his Facebook group.
That's amazing.
He
You probably can
pulls
learn
from
something from that guy.
Oh, he's hilarious too.
Good.
We're talking about the Canadian-United States border. They're coming down from Canada, so
Now we're going back up.
up.
They legalized marijuana.
Oh,
They have
gosh.
free health care in
Yeah.
Canada.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, we can talk about that one too. And Mark he'll absolutely get us all going. That's one of the things I love about him is that he totally owns his truth.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have other people talking about sales, the sales and the rhino. I love that book, by the way. That was fantastic. And I'm trying to pull up all the information that everyone has given us, content, how to balance between owning all your companies and then having that life too, that work-life balance. So it's just incredible. There's really going to be something for everyone. And then the other big thing is that it's a big group of people that are coming together, so you get to network and get to know each other.
It's going to be amazing. The electricity there. So let's say someone goes for the full Thursday and the full Friday.
Yeah.
Let's say for those people that fully get it, they eat up everything. What do you think will be? What's the end result of that? What kind of person will that be? What will happen to that person who fully immerses themselves?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining, Bethany.
I know that's a tough question.
I have an answer. I'll let you go in a second.
Okay, absolutely.
Well, we're talking about showing up, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And we're talking about showing up to places, but really, when you show up to these things, you're showing up for yourself.
Okay.
So I'm always thinking of it. What's the inner game that I get to play here? And you guys spoke to it so beautifully, where it's showing up for ourselves, but there's that uncomfortableness too, right? But if we move forward and we go and experience and we apply ourselves, we're just bettering ourselves. And when we better ourselves, then we open up the doors for everyone else too.
You're opening up doors. That's what you guys are doing.
Yeah. But an open door is only of value if you walk through it.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And so that's why when we put the link out here for people to register for Entrepreneur City Live, understanding that you've got to be there.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear about it on Monday.
Right.
I mean, we're going to talk about it on Monday.
But
you don't want to hear about it on Monday. You have missed the opportunity if you don't take advantage of these chances.
Good
That's
morning,
right,
Precious. I choose me.
I choose
That's
me.
right.
Hashtag no more excuses. You have to make the choice to do you.
You're choosing your own self when you show up to these things. That's what you're doing. You're making a conscious choice for yourself. Danielle, I loved your definition there. Let me say another thing too. I noticed these kinds of events have a bounce to them. Okay.
They do.
Everyone that goes, they get something, boom, and then they bounce. Everyone that shows up, they get a spike in business, they get a bounce other ways, and a lot of times that bounce lasts years.
Absolutely.
Just from showing up to this event. I am encouraging you to go.
Absolutely. I'm still the one major event, like I mentioned before, that was a catalyst for me in business. I'm still gleaning from that. There's knowledge that I learned at that conference that I may not yet have been ready to digest, but I was able to take notes. I was able to capture information. I was able to connect with those other coaches. And then now I know where the resource is when I'm ready for that.
And that's why I put all this together. Really at the end of the day, we want people to show up. We're creating an opportunity for people to show up so that they can get that bounce that you talked about, Brian. And we're so excited about getting all these people together. Our finance people, our social media people, business strategy people, everyone in one spot at one time, so that everybody has a chance to get that bounce here in Charlotte.
Now, this thing, you're investing some of your pennies.
Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin said, if you empty the pennies of your purse into your mind, you fill that purse with gold. If you empty the pennies of your purse into your mind, it's been said before by smarter people than me, investing in yourself is always a better investment. Investing yourself. You never cheat yourself, because if you spend some money, the worst thing that happens is you lose a little bit of money, but what could you gain?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to gain something that money couldn't buy. Now, this event was listed at $597, I believe.
Yeah.
Right? $597. Wow, what can I do with $597? You could choose to keep all of it. You can keep it all and do the same things you've been doing with that money. Okay, you can use it to pay bills, go eat, all that kind of stuff. Most of us eat all our money. Okay. Yeah. Think about how much money we spend in restaurants.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Think how much money you spend on coffee every morning.
Coffee, restaurants. We eat our money, not investing in ourselves. So if you spent $600 for this event, I know you're going to feel, and I know that you will earned 10 times the money. 10 times the money. However, not only did they show up with a smile on their face, they showed up with an offer and a discount.
Yeah.
Does anybody here want to know what the discount is? They gave Brenda Bryan a link. I posted it on my page. I'm gonna post it again all day today. My wife's posted on her page. We got several groups. I have a group called Rock Stars, All-Star Cast of Female Speakers with Something to Say. Over 2,000 people in it. I got another group called Improve Your Sales Now Forum, right about 2,000 people in it. So we're going to post these things. My LinkedIn, I've got 4,500 people on my LinkedIn. So we're going to post my link. They gave Brother Bryan a link for a discount. Is that my link?
That's your link. Ben.
Awesome. If you click on that link, you're not going to have to pay $5.97. You're not even going to have to pay $4.97. You're not even have to pay $3.97. This is how much they like me. You're going to pay $1.97. $1.97. You owe it to yourself. Here's what happens when you don't invest in yourself. When you don't invest in yourself, you teach your subconscious mind that you're not worth it. You're teaching your subconscious mind that you're not worth investing in. And how dare you not be willing to invest in yourself and then go try to be in business and ask other people to hire you? Yeah. Especially coaches and consultants.
Absolutely.
You have to. I'm sorry, I've been talking a long time, Danielle.
No, I'm loving this. It's great.
But would you agree, if you don't invest in yourself, what are you teaching yourself?
Yeah. Every time I've invested in myself, it always comes back at least tenfold.
At least,
if not more. Like this year especially, I've invested so much in my inner work. My transformation is so important.
Sing it, yeah.
Absolutely. And then just my business, and it has blossomed. And then bringing him home, that was an investment too.
That was amazing.
It's a huge investment. And we have come together as a couple even more powerfully than when we were before.
Love it.
We've been tested, absolutely. We got two different, very complementary personalities, which works so well for us.
Absolutely.
But we've been able to produce something incredible, and there's a lot of heart that goes into these live events. We do these for
heart
entrepreneurs.
And blood and sweat and energy and tears. You're going to see, those of you who choose to show up with us, when you see something this big, you better know a lot of people had to have come together that wanted to see it successful, and a lot of work had to get done.
I love that, Irene. She put a hashtag, I am worthy.
That's right. Prove it to yourself.
Yeah.
Prove it to yourself that you're worthy. There's no way you're going to come in here and not feel like that you benefited yourself greatly. I can offer the most amazingly prophetic poem for entrepreneurs and dreamers, souls. Now, she's our poet.
Yeah.
Precious Paulin, she's amazing. Her company is called I Choose Me. No, that's not the name of her company.
her movement is I Choose Me, hashtag yes. No more excuses.
No more excuses, okay. But she can do a custom poem.
Beautiful.
Now she's done it for us a few times. Yeah. Like when we did our author showcase, we only featured authors that were ex-convicts. Had served time in prison and jail.
That were now coming back to do things to benefit the community and society.
And had published books.
In a big way.
And Precious composed a poem just for that event. And it was amazing.
Absolutely.
It was amazing. So she just raised her hand and said she can compose a poem for this event.
Okay, absolutely. Oh, here we go.
Absolutely.
Back. She just over it. Absolutely. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Now, if you meet Precious, she's going to be another one of those people that impact you greatly.
Absolutely.
She's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if you have room for a poet, Precious just raised her hand.
Okay.
She'll compose a poem.
We'll talk.
We'll talk. Okay. So talk to them now. Okay, Precious. I put in a plug for you, homie.
But for all of those entrepreneurs that are ready to level up, I like where you said go big, go bigger.
That was her mantra for the year.
And for me, it's level up. It's time to take it to the next level, to manifest the next thing that has been in your dream and in your vision. So often we have these thoughts, but we don't put action behind them to bring forth the manifestation. And so as we leave 2018 and we end out this quarter, we want to jump into 2019
this is a great launch. You want to do it strong.
To really do it.
We only got 9 minutes left in the show. Okay. So I want to make sure if there's anything that you wanted to get out during this time, make sure you get an opportunity to do so. Is there anything else that we hadn't had a chance to touch that you want to make sure that gets mentioned?
You should probably go. I've talked a lot.
Yeah, I think just as far as the event goes, like Brian and Lisa have been saying, the entire hour, we're facilitating an opportunity for you to show up.
Where is it?
It's at the Charlotte Marriott City Center. It's at the corner of Trade and Tryon, right in the middle of Uptown.
Uptown, baby.
Great location.
Uptown, baby.
Right in the middle of everything.
100 West Trade Street.
Yep.
It's on the second floor. It's up the escalator. So you kind of go up the escalator.
You feel, look at that.
Right? I'm just like, when I went up there, I was like, this is the place.
Look at that. Look at her face light up.
I love it there.
It's a great location.
It's an amazing location. And it's just, there's this feel, well, it smells really good too. That's my thing.
Okay.
I like good smelling things.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the feeling that you get when you move up there. Just like, this is opportunity.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it feels
This
like.
whole thing, every step of the way, you're going to have to park your car somewhere, okay?
Yeah.
And then you're going to walk to West Trade, and then you're going to have to go in the building, and you have to go up an escalator, and then you have to find a meeting room. All these deliberate acts that you're going to have to do to get there, and you're going to get something from it. You got to go. You have to go.
Absolutely. You're worth it. And that's really the bottom line, is deciding, am I worth it? Is what it is that I believe that I'm supposed to bring forth in this universe with my business, with my products, with my services. Is it worth it? And do I believe in it?
Yeah.
Right? That's the first part. Because if you don't believe in it yourself, then how can you get someone else to do the same?
Such a wonderful point. And I love to talk about the trickling effect that we don't even know that we have, right?
Okay.
So when I talk about an influencer, we're all influencers. I ask people the definition of an influencer, and they'll say, I don't know, 500,000 likes on social media. I'm like, no, it's not even about that.
Right.
You could have one like, you could have one person following, or no one following you.
Mhm.
What is a true influencer, in my definition, is someone who influences themselves. Someone who influences themselves to take that next step, or to give a cup of coffee to someone homeless, or to give a couple $100 to someone who needs it more than them, even if they have $200 in the bank account. That's all they have. Those random and small acts can have a huge impact on just one person and even yourself, but you have to show up for yourself first in order to influence yourself to make those actions.
Love it.
And we don't even get to see the trickling effect, but knowing and having the faith that it's there, it can go so much further and wider than we can ever imagine.
You get a chance to learn a little bit about Miss Sister Danielle as a person. I believe there's a special section of heaven for people that give, that are givers, that people that show up, show up for stuff,
We're trying to do a little bit of that too. As part of the event, we've got a junior achievement coming into the event. So a couple of reasons that I know about this. One, a guy I used to work for is part of the organization. Got to hear a lot about it. It's a fantastic organization. What they do is they go to schools and teach them about finance and money.
Awesome.
What was the other way? I'll get
Ava.
that. Oh, yes, Ava, our
Ava.
oldest daughter. She actually participated in the program. So you got to see firsthand what Junior Achievement does. And it's a great way for kids to understand how businesses work.
So you said they're going to be there too?
Yeah, they're going to be there day one. They're one of our sponsors. So they're going to be there. You can learn more about it. And
part of the proceeds go to them.
Yeah, don't go that way because the camera.
Part of the proceeds are going to Junior Achievement.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that.
You want to actually take some money?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We want to be in that special section of heaven.
That's
right. We want to be there, hanging out, having a good time. We want to be part of that group. We want to give back. We don't want to just take and all that. We want to be part of this community. We want to do our part and our share, and that's step one in doing that.
We want to party.
Absolutely. All right. Absolutely.
We're gonna we got four minutes left, so we're gonna say bye to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay? Anything you want to say in closing?
Thank you so much for having us, Brian. Lisa, this is a great opportunity for us to get the message out, and we hope to see a bunch of people there. Like we've been saying all along, we're creating an opportunity. Come step into it.
Absolutely.
80% of success is showing up.
Absolutely, it's showing.
So, Sister Danielle, anything else?
I just want to say thank you to all you that are watching. I appreciate you for waking up this morning, turning on your Facebook, and being here and putting something.
We've got people from all over watching.
It's amazing.
All over the country.
So thank
all
you.
of that. Okay.
Thank you for everything that you do every single day. It doesn't go unnoticed.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Please don't leave yet.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So, wow. Wow. We got a chance to meet some more excited to be a part of it. I'm super excited to have met Danielle and brother Eric and sister what's the name? Scarlett. You know, frankly, my dear, right? How many times y'all done heard that joke?
Once or twice. It's a good, strong Southern name.
But come and be amongst people like Danielle and Eric. Where are you going to do that? You have to take these opportunities. You owe it to yourself.
Absolutely. And of course, to all of you who are our co-producers, I need the phone, baby. All of you who are our co-producers, and that's not mine. That's mine. Yeah. Remember that sharing is caring. So hashtag share. If you're watching this on the replay, I do want you to hashtag replay and make sure that we know that you're there. If you're a first time viewer, please continue to connect with us. Click on the subscribe button so that we can stay connected and share what's going on with your world, with our world, so that together we can reach all those that we desire to impact with what we do in our lives.
I'm supposed to be looking where?
Right there.
Okay, cool. Now, this is Tuesday. This event kicks off this Thursday and Friday. It's a 2-day event. It starts at what time on Thursday?
9 a.m.
Starts at 9 a.m. on Thursday, 9 to 5, right?
Yep,
9 to 5 Thursday and 9 to 5 Friday. Invest in yourself. We're going to talk about this between now and then. I get a chance to speak on Thursday, but I want to speak. I want to be there for everybody. I want to see as much of it as I can. So Lisa and I will be there together, and we're so excited about it. Can you tell we're excited?
It's important. It's important to show up. It's important to be a part of the success that you want to see and to be a part of someone else's success. It's not only about you.
Yes, and you're going to see pictures of the event, and it's not time.
It's time.
You got like 6 minutes to go. Nah, you got the music playing to close out the show now.
I do. I'm Lisa Santiago McNeil.
And thank you for joining us on the show. Wasn't supposed to be you?
No, I go first, then you go.
Thank you for joining us on our show. Anyway, I just want to say this right here. You're supposed to have spoken. Your life is not a scrimmage game. There is no Martyrs Hall of Fame. Time this Easter takes its toll. And for all of us, every day really is the Super Bowl. So God bless you, and go forward and live your Super Bowl life today.
Remember that you are blessed by the blessor to be a blessing, and permission to be amazing has already been granted. It's Tuesday. Talk about it. Sharing is caring, and we just thank you for joining us today.
And she didn't say it, y'all.
I'm going to say it. I just don't want Scarlett to hear me say it. Go have sex.